Deontay Wilder is making his long-awaited comeback. Yeah! Get in there, son. Come on, Wilder. You can do it. You can make this comeback. Come on, you can win another world title. Oh, man. I mean, who's advising this guy? Seriously, man, I need to speak to someone in Wilder's camp. I just want to have a chat with them because who's giving him the wrong advice? Seriously, like, I do not want to hear about no Deontay Wilder comeback in boxing. The only thing I want to hear is Deontay Wilder retiring. And I want to keep it real. I'm not saying Deontay Wilder retire on some hater flex. Nah, none of that. I'm just saying as a fan of Deontay Wilder who's admired all his achievements in boxing. Don't forget, man, Deontay Wilder came into boxing. He wanted to be a journeyman. He got into it to fund the medication for his daughter. That's what Deontay Wilder got into boxing for. Do you know what I mean? So excuse the pun, but it was beyond his wildest imagination, yeah, that he became a world champion. So he's achieved everything. Like, he's achieved way more than he ever hoped he would achieve in boxing. He's a world champion. He became a world heavyweight champion, made hundreds of millions. Yeah, hundreds of millions because he was blessed with that right hand. Do you know what I mean? He was blessed with that right hand. But the way the ending is looking, it's sad, isn't it? It's sad, man. And I really hope that there is no comeback. I really hope that this is like fake news. Do you know what I mean? I'm hearing like there's an April. He's going to be back in the ring in April. He's going to be facing Stephan Shaw. I've never heard of this guy. No disrespect to Stephan Shaw, but I've never heard of him. He's an American boxer. He's had 20 fights, 2 losses, you know, 1 by KO. Do you know what I mean? The only notable name on this guy's resume is Efe Agjaba. Now, we all know Efe Agjaba. He's fighting Martin Bakole next. That's the final eliminator for Daniel Dubois' IBF mandatory challenger. Do you know what I mean? So Efe Agjaba, he's a name. He's ranked in that top 15 in the heavyweight division. So, you know, and this Stephan Shaw guy lost to him. Do you know what I mean? But apart from that, I don't know. Everyone else in his CV, I'm sorry. I don't know who the hell these guys fought. So for me, it's sad to see Wilder reduced to this level. The fight doesn't make any sense, you know, and also, you know, Wilder's not fighting in Rhea season. It's not a Rhea season card. It's not with one of the biggest promoters or anything like that. Do you know what I mean? So like, it doesn't make, the whole thing just doesn't make no sense. Do you know what I mean? The fight in itself, I just think, like, I'm thinking to myself, like, how do you sell it to the fans? Like, how do you sell this fight to the fans? Yeah, Wilder's come back, but why is it redemption? What's Wilder looking for? Hey guys, it's your boy Enzo here. If you're enjoying this video, please go ahead and smash the like button, drop a comment, and if you're new to the channel, please don't forget to subscribe because that's the only way you're gonna help us to grow. And if you know anyone else, a friend or family who would also enjoy this type of content, please share the link with them. Once again, thank you so much for your support. Do you know what I mean? What are they seeing in the future for Wilder? Wilder's 39 years old, yeah. So he hasn't got much left in it in boxing. At 39, with his limited skills, he's been hurt badly, you know, in his 2 fights against Tyson Fury. They went to war. And you know what? The results of those wars that Deontay Wilder had with Tyson Fury, like, is showing now, innit? Like, we can see the results of it now. We can see Fury is not the guy that he once was. You know, we saw Fury in the last, you know, two fights against Alexander Usyk. Didn't have that aggression. Punch resistance seems to be gone. He hasn't got that hunger anymore. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like that's all due to that. You know, the 2 wars, man, that Fury and Wilder had. Do you know what I mean? That took out a lot more out of those fighters that we ever fought. Do you know what I mean? At the time, we all thought, yeah, the guys can recover, they can come back. But trust me, there was a lot of brain cells left in that ring that night. Do you know what I mean? Especially that third fight. Oh, that was gruesome. Both men put everything on the line, man. It was just crazy. It was a crazy fight. Do you know what I mean? And Wilder's never been the same ever since. Fury's never been the same ever since. Do you know what I mean? So I'm thinking like, yo, Wilder, so you lost against Joseph Parker. Do you know what I mean? Parker nearly knocked you out in the 12th round. He nearly took you out. You took a lot of damage in that fight. Yeah, Wilder didn't get knocked down or get knocked out against Parker, but he got outboxed. He got outboxed. He was made to look like an amateur in there. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, Parker made him look like an amateur. And against Zhang, he got knocked out. Again, looked like an amateur. That's what when I hear about Wilder coming back and all that, I'm like, it just makes me sad. I'm thinking to myself, as a boxing fan, yeah, I'm sitting there talking to you, and I'm saying, why? Like, it's not like him fighting Stephan Shaw is gonna prove anything to the public. It's not like he's gonna get him a title fight. Do you know what I mean? It's not like he's gonna make him a contender. Like, what is it about? He's not making loads of money from it because Stephan Shaw is not a big name. Do you know what I mean? If anything, I thought, you know what, Wilder, if he's gonna go out, if he's gonna have one more fight in boxing, if this is the end of his career and he wants to bow out at the top and, you know, say goodbye to his fans and just walk away into the sunset, because let's not get it twisted. Let's not hate here. He's been a great servant to boxing, to heavyweight boxing. Let's not act like Deontay Wilder hasn't carried heavyweight boxing. Like, he hasn't been part of that journey with Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury for the last 10 years. You know, these three guys, I call them the three-headed monster. They carry the heavyweight boxing. Do you know what I mean? Wilder's played a big part in that. But it's a sad ending, me hearing about him coming back to fight someone like a Stephan Shaw. Like, because I don't understand, is he trying to build his confidence up for a future bout? Because it makes no sense. Do you know what I mean? If anything, I'm thinking to myself, hold on, there's a Derek Chisora, you've got Dillian White. Why not fight one of these guys? Fabio Wardley. Fight one of these guys, you know, at least get the public interested, at least get us talking about that fight. But the Stephan Shaw, I'm not watching that fight. Like, there's no interest in that. And Wilder gains nothing from that fight. In fact, he's put himself at more risk because fighting a low caliber fighter like Stephan Shaw, if he loses, oh my God, mate, Wilder's just doing more damage to his legacy. Sometimes, yeah, these fighters need protection, need protecting from themselves. Do you know what I mean? They need strong people, they need strong leadership around them to grab them by the scruff of the neck and tell them, listen, you're done. You're done. No more fighting. You've achieved everything. Just make them remember. Do you know what I mean? Just install in their brain. Let them know that, listen, you've made hundreds of millions. You became a world heavyweight champion, which most fighters don't achieve in their careers. You've gone and done it. Your family's set. You've got their money. Walk away. Because I don't want to see Wilder get hurt bad. I want him to walk away with all his tools intact. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to see him 5 years down the line and, you know, blurring speech and all that. Like, do you know what I mean? And he can't pronounce his own name and all that. Do you know what I mean? That's not what I want to see for Wilder. You know what I mean? For me, Wilder definitely a legend of the game, yeah, but he has to bow out gracefully. Do you know? Sometimes you just have to know when the time is right. And for me, that comes from having strong leadership around you. It comes from having good people around you. Do you know what I mean? Like, people that are mentally strong enough to approach you, who are not scared of losing their status around you. Because a lot of people around these boxers, yeah, let's be real, they're in it for their own interest. They're getting fed by these boxers. So they don't want to tell the boxers the truth, because unfortunately, a lot of these fighters are very sensitive. They've got massive egos and they want the egos to be massaged. As soon as you tell them the truth, you're out of there. They don't want you around them no more. Do you know what I mean? That's why I kind of feel like it all fell apart for Wilder. when he got rid of Mark Breland, his former coach. You know what I mean? That was the second fight. Was it the second or third? No, it was the second fight against Tyson Fury. You know the second fight when Wilder, came up with these wild conspiracy theories that Fury had bricks in his hands or his gloves were flopping or whatever. Wild accusations. Do you know what I mean? And he got rid of Mark Brilliant because Mark Brilliant threw the towel in. Mark Brilliant didn't want him to take further damage. Do you know what I mean? Very highly respected coach, respected former fighter, yeah, Mark Brilliant. Wilder got rid of him. Why? Because Mark Brilliant kept it real with him. Do you know what I mean? That's the type of people that you don't get rid of. You don't get rid of people like this. Like you don't get rid of people like Mark Brilliant. Do you know what I mean? Because he'll keep it real with you. He's there to protect you. He's got your best interest at heart. Wilder got rid of him, and since then, it's all gone one way. Down. Do you know what I mean? Down. Wilder's career has been skydiving ever since then. Skydiving at a fast rate. Do you know what I mean? Wilder went and got Malik Scott. Like, no disrespect to Malik Scott, yeah. Bro, I don't rate him at all, man. He's got Wilder out here being all spiritual, talking about peace, world peace and all that. Listen, Wilder, we liked you when you was the bronze bomber, when you talking all wild, talking smack, when you was on smoke. That's the Wilder that we liked. Do you know what I mean? You didn't have to change. You didn't have to change all of that. And I feel like Malik Scott has played a big part in the transformation of Wilder that we see today. Like, do you know what I mean? Just weak mentally, just doesn't know where he is, doesn't know whether he's coming or going. Like, it's just astonishing, man. Like, for me, that was the worst decision Deontay Wilder ever made. Getting rid of Mark Brilliant and bringing in Malik Scott. That was just the wrong move there. Do you know what I mean? I don't rate Malik Scott as like a elite coach or anything like that. And that's what Wilder needs. He needed an elite coach, a world-class coach, and someone who can tell him the truth. Like Wilder's beating Malik Scott. Do you know what I mean? Like, where's the respect element of it? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't understand it. I really don't understand it. Do you know what I mean? Wilder, if anything, he should have fought a Dillian White or a Derek Chisora. Because at least, yeah, these guys have bigger names, yeah? Yeah, they've achieved some great things in boxing as well. Fight a Dillian White, fight Derek Chisora, even fight like a Fabio Wardley or someone like that. Yeah? And bow out gracefully, man. Bow out at the top, while your name still carries some weight. But fighting someone like a Stephan Shaw, who no one knows, boxing fans don't care about, the casuals won't even tune into it. He's not a real season card. Like, talk about the fall from grace, man. It's crazy. It's sad. Do you know what I mean? It's just it's almost like heartbreaking to see Wilder going through things like this. Do you know what I mean? Because that honest opinion, keeping it real, I just want to see him walk away. Just leave, man. Just leave. Because Wilder's not getting the AJ fight. He's not going to fight Fury for a fourth time. He's not getting a title shot. Why is the point of just carrying on fighting and taking more damage? For what? For ego? What are you trying to prove to the fans? Man, forget it. The fans understand who you are, Wilder. They understand your limitations. And they appreciate you for everything that you achieved in boxing. So you got nothing left to prove to the fans, Wilder. You can walk away into the sunset because you made a lot of money. Unless I'm wrong, unless you're going broke or your money's running low, maybe you live an extravaganza type of life, spending money like crazy, cars, jewels, big houses, and maybe you need more money to maintain it. But after all the Fury fights, all the money that you've made, Zhang, you fought Zhang, you fought Joseph Parker, Rhea Caesar. You made, come on, Turkey Allah Sheikh, bless you. You probably made millions, 50 and 60 million. Easy. So I don't think it's a money thing. If it is, then man, there's clearly a big problem. Then you need bigger help. The problem is clearly bigger than we thought. Do you know what I mean? So I just hope that there is no comeback for Deontay Wilder, because for me he's got nothing to prove. But if he does come back, hey, it's his own decision, isn't it? I mean, we can't stop him. You can take the horse to water, but you can't force the horse to drink. Do you know what I mean? That's just the facts of life, you know. But listen, I want to leave it there, man. For me, it's just a sad story. Let me know in the comments what you think. Do you know what I mean? Should Deontay Wilder make a comeback or just retire and, you know, just go live your life, man. Forget about it. Because at the end of the day, we don't want to see you take more damage. We don't want to see you get hurt, man. Do you know what I mean? Let me know in the comments. Let's have this conversation. Once again, thank you so much for watching EMGM Sport. I'll be back real soon with another one. Until then, stay blessed. Peace.